Well, hell, guess what? This weekend, November 1st, 7:30 p.m. in Neyland Stadium, also known as dark mode, guess who we got coming into town? Old Boomer Spooner themselves. Boomer Spooners. Yeah, talking about you. Welcome to Neyland. Welcome to dark mode. I'm going to talk about that and a whole lot more. But until then, continue to subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit those likes, definitely follow and share. And damn it, go ahead and make those comments, because I definitely want to hear what your predictions are for this one. Anyway, you know what time it is. This is just shooting the sports. And I am Blackout Jones. Let's get it.
Survive if I let you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, guess what? This weekend is a very important weekend for the Tennessee Volunteer Football Program. Why I say that is because we're playing the Oklahoma Spooners in Neyland, dark mode, 7:30, November 1st. Yes, sir. Dark mode is back. And you know how we get down when we wear all black at Neyland. But anyway, the reason why I say it's very important is for the simple fact we are 6-2. Oklahoma is 6-2. This, you can might as well chalk it up as a playoff game right now. Why? Because whoever wins continues their quest, possibly playing in the CFP. Whoever loses, well, you know what that means. Citrus Bowl, here we come. And we're not trying to do that. I will say this. We are, and then on top of that, before I even get to the other thing, this is round 2 of Josh Heupel playing his alma mater. How sweet it would be if he can get back-to-back wins against those Oklahoma Spooners. But anyway, let's get to it. Number 13, Oklahoma. Excuse me. They are no longer number 13. I forgot. Wow. Wrong information. Number 18, Oklahoma against number 14, Tennessee. This is going to be a good one. I think Oklahoma is going to come in here with a chip on their shoulder because they didn't take care of business last week against Ole Miss. Tennessee, on the other hand, riding high. Joey Aguilar threw for 396 yards, 4 yards away from a 400 game, 3 touchdowns, no INTs. The triple threat of Brazel, Staley, and Matthews each had 100 yards receiving apiece. And we're playing in Neyland. I feel real good about this game. I really do. Now, Oklahoma, on the other hand, they haven't been flying high like they were before John Mateer got hurt. And then when John Mateer came back, Red River Rivalry, Texas Longhorns, you got manhandled. By a Texas team, by all means, is not that great whatsoever. But for whatever reason, when it come to rivalry games, you might as well throw those record books and whatever trash you've been looking like before out the window. Why? Because in most cases, rivalries do matter. And in most cases, teams play at their best. And Texas just happened to be the better team. Now, Oklahoma did bounce back, whooped out South Carolina in South Carolina, the same team that took Alabama to the brink. And then they went home and they played Ole Miss, who, you know, Ole Miss, they got a great quarterback, great offense. Lane Kiffin, he's a good coach. And speaking of Lane Kiffin, I don't really understand the hype on when anytime a job comes open, his name is always in the mix. I don't know why. He's every bit of the same coach as Brian Kelly was. 10-2, 9-3, 10-2, 9-3. And yeah, he is in the mix, but doesn't compete for a championship. So I don't really know what the hype is on that. He talks a good game, got a bravado on him, but that's nor here nor there. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to it, man. Right now, Tennessee's offense, man, overall, we're averaging 510 yards a game, third in the FBS. Passing, we're averaging 321 yards a game, third in the FBS. Rushing, we're rushing 188 yards, kind of below our minimum, our minimum of 200 yards that we normally get throughout the year. But we haven't been really running the ball that well. I'll say in the last two games, we really wasn't running the ball that well. Even though yes, LaShawn Bishop got 123 yards, but last game I think reason why our stats are pretty low at the moment because we didn't need the running game. It was all air and no gas and no breaks. Scoring, we're averaging 45.6 per game. We're second in the FBS. Now our defense, yeah, we talked about our defense, and we're gonna talk about it right now. 401 yards per game that they're giving up. They are 102nd in the FBS. Passing, giving up 267 yards per game, 124th. Rushing, giving up 134 yards, 53rd. Scoring, we're giving up 30.9 points per game. We are 112th in the FBS. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Oklahoma. Overall, they're 78th in the FBS in regards to yards per game, which is 376 yards. Passing, they're 55th with 246. Rushing, they are 130 yards per game, 99th in the FBS. And their scoring is 28.4 points per game, which is 73rd. So they don't really score a lot. You know what I mean? So if we catch them in the track meet, which I think is going to be a track meet, why? Because of our defense. John Mateer can run. John Mateer has wheels. John Mateer could be a difference maker. And that's something that they're really going to have to low-key on during this game, because if John Mateer gets hot, we might be in trouble. But I think our offense, by seeing what I saw against Ole Miss, the Oklahoma defense, they were fighting for their lives. So we run a similar offense, if not better, and I think we can put up points against Oklahoma. It's not going to be like last year. Hey, we got a quarterback, we got weapons, and we got a quarterback that's going to get it there and is going to get it there on the money and on time, and is not going to hesitate to pull that trigger. Now, Oklahoma's defense, though, they're 6th in the FBS. Overall, they're giving up 240 yards a game, passing 10th. Giving up 155 yards, rushing, they are 6th. They're only giving up 84.9. We're getting 188. So something's going to have to give. Something's going to have to break. Scoring, they're 5th. They're only giving up 12.5 points per game. Now, Ole Miss kind of put them out there a little bit, but still 12.5, not bad. That's how our defense was looking last year. Now, Tennessee ranks 25th in the FBS in third down percentage, converting 47.4% of the time. Oklahoma is 117th in the FBS with a -6 turnover margin compared to our 22nd ranked +5 margin. So even though we give up what we give up, we also get in return. Like I said last video against Kentucky, we are tied in the FBS with 5 defensive touchdowns. So we score on both sides, offense or defense. It's just that in the midst of that, we give up a lot of yards too. But at the same time, we do get turnovers when we need them. So definitely looking forward to that against Oklahoma. And on top of that, need to pressure John Mateer. And like I said before, don't let him get to the outside and have a spy on him at all times if need be. Tim Banks. Now, Joey Aguilar, so far he's thrown for 2,344 yards, 18 touchdowns with 6 interceptions, a 66 completion percentage. Deshaun Bishop is our leader in rushing with 652 yards on 91 carries for 9 touchdowns. Chris Razzle has 740 yards on 43 catches and 8 touchdowns. Finally got a touchdown last week after missing out on a couple of other games where he didn't get touchdowns because he was stuck on 7 for a minute. Oklahoma, John Mateer, he's only thrown for 1,790 yards with 8 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and he's completing 64% of his passes. Rushing, Torrey Blaylock, he's only averaging 403 yards and 93 carries and 4 touchdowns. And Isaiah Satania, 624 yards on 43 catches, 5 touchdowns. The reason why that rushing is a little low because John Mateer, he takes up most of the rushing as well. Now, last game, Oklahoma gave up 34 points. Can we put up 34 or more? Yes, we can. If we play our game and the wide receivers continue to catch passes with efficiency and with consistency. So we definitely need that to continue. The run game, offensive line, need to block better in the run game. Definitely, you're doing a great job in the passing game, but we need to block better and open holes up for our running backs. Deshaun Bishop, Star Thomas, Peyton Lewis, hell, what's his name? DeJuan Morris, I think. Yeah, so we definitely have to, give them the opportunity to make plays as well. Me personally, I'm excited about this game. I love dark mode, man. I love the dark mode jerseys. I love how the team in Tennessee put those video packages together anytime dark mode, and anytime that is dark mode time. So once again, they did their thing. But me personally, man, I think right now, this is a no-win. This is a win. This is a win-win situation. This is a must-win situation for our Tennessee Volunteers. Because after this, you have New Mexico State for homecoming, and they're going to wear the Air Force uniforms. Can't wait to see those actually in person. Well, not in person, but on TV. I don't know. Might be there in person. Who knows? Hey, never know. But anyway, and then after that, we go on the road against Florida in Gainesville, and then we have a tilt with a Vandy team that is riding high, ranked number 9th in the nation. Haven't seen Vandy ranked like that ever in life. Even during the James Franklin era, I don't even think they were even in the top 10. But they're playing at a high level. They are not, and I repeat, they are not your grandfathers and grandmothers and grandparents' Vanderbilt right now. Only reason why I say that is because I will say this. Diego Pavia has changed the culture in Vandy. Now, this is last year. What will Vandy look like next year? But, we'll see that when that comes. But right now, that is a team, that is another roadblock that is in our way, along with Florida, whether people want to believe it or not, that is in our way to making it back to the CFP. Because I truly believe if we make it back to the CFP, things are going to be a little different this time around. But anyway, what are y'all thoughts about this game, man? What are your predictions? What do you see the score being? My prediction is I think Tennessee could beat. I think Tennessee, I will say Tennessee 35 and Oklahoma 21. 35-21. 14-point win. We go 7-2, 4-2 in the SEC. It's still hard for us to get to Atlanta. Why? Because Texas A&M, they riding high and look like they're not going to lose at all. Alabama looks like they're not going to lose another game. So right now it's looking like Texas A&M and Alabama for the SEC championship, unfortunately. And that, my friends, is a bad taste in my mouth and should be a bad taste in our fan base mouth as well, because we have too good of an offense to have lost 2 games. We should have at least had 1 loss. Alabama game, it is what it is. We made mistakes. We shot ourselves in the foot, but that Georgia game stings. Why? Because honestly, we were the better team that day. Oh, and Georgia was not the better team. And in the great words of Coach Dennis Green, hell, we knew who they were, and we let them off the hook. Plain and simple. But anyway, this your boy Blackout Jones. This is Just Shooting the Sports. And as I always say when I talk about that power T and that little T, you already know. Go Big Orange and go Vols. Let's go.